If you listen carefully to the story that Jesus is telling, remember, this is a story, it's a fiction story. This did not happen. Jesus is using a story to make a point. In the story that Jesus is telling, the groom is delayed. That's just strange in and of itself. There are several commentators who say that this parable might be called the parable of the woefully late bridegroom. I've seen all those movies. I know what happens when a groom is late. You have a bride standing somewhere off in the wings with her bridesmaids, and the groom or the bride is freaking out. Where is he? Where is he? Am I being jilted? What's going on here? And that's what's happening here. It's the groom is late. Anything that happens in this parable from this point on is the groom's fault. And the groom is so late that the bridesmaids all fall asleep. Now, it makes me laugh too, because what kind of bridesmaids are these, you know? And not only is there no groom, but if you read the passage, guess what? There's no bride. There is only a groom and bridesmaids in this story. Where's the bride? Did she get tired of waiting for him? Did she leave? We have no idea where the bride is, but finally this groom shows up, and the young women are roused, from their slumber. It's interesting that all 10 of the virgins of the bridesmaids, they fall asleep, and when they wake up, they discover that only half of them have enough oil for their lamps, and so the oilless bridesmaids ask the other bridesmaids to share. And this is where the other really weird piece of this comes in. The ones who have the oil say, no, you go get it yourselves. Now, I don't know about you all, but one of the first lessons I ever learned in Sunday school is that Jesus taught us to like one another and be kind and to share. This is really strange. And so the well-supplied bridesmaids refuse to share. These chicks are kind of mean. And they direct their friends. They said, you go buy it for yourselves. So what I want to know is not only why they were so mean, but where exactly do you buy oil in the middle of the night in ancient Israel? Is there like a 24-hour Walmart lamp oil department somewhere? None of this is making any sense. The ones without oil, well, they know they're not going to get anywhere, and so they go off, and after they purchase their supplies, they come back to the party. The bridegroom is now there, only to have the bridegroom slam the door in their faces and send them away like they are uninvited wedding party crashers who are trying to get in. Now, I'm really glad you laughed, because who does this? Who would act like this in real life? And if you stop and think about it, the allegory we usually tell is that Jesus is the bridegroom. But if he is, he's really not a very good groom. He's kind of a careless guy and a little mean to boot. Where's the Jesus who turns 5 loaves of bread into a meal for 5,000? A little bit of oil shouldn't have been a problem for him. Or the Jesus who knew that hospitality, the welcome of strangers, was the most important practice of faith. Where's the Jesus who opens doors and lets in drunkards and gluttons and sinners and tax collectors? Where is that Jesus? He's mad because a group of bridesmaids didn't come without flasks of oil? And honestly, I can't get the question out of my mind, where is that bride?